You were asked, what will it take to elevate Indiana? Your answer was changing the way people think.
Right.
What do you believe people think now?
I think there's a lot of respect out there, and a lot of people are probably really amazed by our progress in this short amount of time. But we have to earn it. Everything in this game is earned, not given. And I think our guys understand how fleeting fame can be.
But changing the way people think.
Right.
How do you do that?
Well, you got to have the right people in your organization, coaches and then players. You set an expectation level, a standard. We're very process-oriented. Fortunately, we've had football teams that have not only good talent, but great leadership. That's a big part of it.
Touchdown, Hoosiers! And B-Town is bubbling over.
Sing that song! 1, 2, you know what to do! Indiana!
Indiana head coach Curt Cignetti is staying put.
One of the best coaches in all of college football, well-deserved contract extension.
You characterized the conversation with your athletic director, I believe, Coach, as taking how long in terms of your extension?
Well, he walked in on a Wednesday around 2. We meet with players at 2:30. And by the next morning, it was wrapped up, you know, everything dotted and signed.
In this day and age, how would you characterize the speed of that process?
Well, it was probably pretty quick, but I knew what I wanted. I have a special feeling about what we've accomplished here and, you know, what it could mean long term. I couldn't see any place I would go and not prefer to be here.
You know, somebody asked me, how do you define success at Indiana? I was like, well, we want to be the best. You don't bring your kids up. I want you to be 4th best. I want you to be 10th best. Yeah, it's pretty simple. I win. Google me.
What is a piece of criticism that has stayed with you?
Well, I think we were the feel-good story in college football last season until the playoff rankings came out, and then there was a lot of stuff out there, and we didn't back it up. We didn't play well against Ohio State.
37-15. Curt Cignetti's not going to be happy with that. He was waving.
We certainly didn't play well against Notre Dame, and so that stung. But, you know, it's just something to kind of file away, but it's living in you.
Everyone says, Coach, they want success. What's the challenge in sustaining it?
Well, you know, success is a choice. And
what does that mean?
And nothing good in life comes easy. You got to be willing to pay the price. You got to be committed and understand that there are certain things you're going to have to give up. And you got to be disciplined and have consistency.
As the staff finds a hole out of the 5, touchdown!
Long-term success for the staff and for myself is no different than it is for the players. Process-driven. You commit every single day, and you'll see improvement. It's the bottom line.
When we asked Cignetti who his mentors are, the ones who've had the biggest influence on his coaching career, he pointed to his father, who coached at West Virginia and had coached under Bobby Bowden, and to Nick Saban, who hired Curt Cignetti as an assistant and recruiting coordinator when Saban arrived in Tuscaloosa. Rob, among the players that he was involved in recruiting that changed Alabama was a guy that won the Heisman Trophy, who we are fortunate enough to call a good friend, and that's Mark Ingram.
You remember that. You remember that recruiting visit too, don't you?
Yeah, man. I just know Curt Cignetti, man. He's very process-oriented, as he said. He has a vision for his players. He has a vision for his program. He's confident, and he's a winner. And that's why you're seeing the change that you've seen at Indiana, man. So congratulations to him, man. He deserves all the success he's had.
Let's put things in perspective. Exactly 2 years ago today, Indiana sitting at 3-6, just a few weeks away from firing Tom Allen as their head coach. Here they are, unbeaten, ranked number 2 in the land, and maintaining success with a consistent approach.
Yeah, Curt Cignetti's the CEO, and the more research I've done in the way they coach, they really put a lot of emphasis on their coordinators. Other than players, the most valuable people in your program are your assistant coaches. Mike Shanahan, the offense coordinator, and D coordinator Brian Haynes, they've been together 9 years, Brady. They come from IUP, Elon, James Madison, and now the number 2 ranked team in the land, Indiana. For 2 years now, I've been saying that's as well-coached team as I've seen. You better give credit where credit is due. Players and those 2 coordinators.
You mentioned players, Coach. I think his ability to identify the right players for what he's looking for, none better than Fernando Mendoza, who's playing phenomenal this year. He leads the Big Ten in passing touchdowns. He's second in efficiency in the country. He's a legit Heisman candidate, and he's playing as high of levels as anyone else. Now today, the challenge, he's going to get a lot of man-to-man defense. He may not have Surratt at wide receiver for them today. We'll have to keep tabs on him, but he has been as good as anyone this season, Matt, in the country.
Yeah, Indiana Hoosiers defense is one of the best defenses in the country. And that's Indiana Hoosiers defense is one of the best. The number 1 red zone defense in the country, number 2 third down defense in the country, a top 5 rushing defense. They've been outstanding. And talk about the players, right? 2-star guys, 3-star guys. James Madison transfers are some of their best players. So shout out to that unit. Their offense gets a lot of love, rightfully so, but that defense has been
Remember,
great.
Todd McShay told us, the draft expert, that this is the most draft picks potential on IU in history that he can remember.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you enjoy that clip, make sure you click subscribe somewhere down here. From game highlights to exclusive interviews and rankings, we've got everything you need as a college football fan right here, College Football on Fox.